Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to talk about the Pura X again. You have been using this one for about 10 days now, right?
Yes.
So let's see what you think.
Mm-hmm.
What's your ideas?
Okay.
You ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's go.
Let's go. So you have been using the Xiaomi Mix Flip for a while before this one.
Yeah.
What is your first impression now when you got the new Huawei Pura? If you like your first thoughts when you're comparing these two?
So when I first opened it, I feel like the first impression is actually the screen itself is so much bigger and it looks really pretty. And then when you fold it, it's way thinner and then like smaller. It actually feels really good when you like have it in and lighter too. Yeah.
So what about the size if you compare them?
The size itself, I would say that when comparing, Xiaomi's the screen when you unfold is way smaller than the Huawei one. You can see the differences here. It's actually quite different. But visually, I think the Huawei one is better when you actually unfold it because it's bigger screen. Outer screen is almost the same. I would say outer screen is almost same. Actually, the Huawei one is way smaller. You can see that. Yeah, this one is the Xiaomi. Yeah, this one is Xiaomi.
So it's here.
This one here. So Xiaomi's outer screen is actually a tiny bit bigger. So actually, the I've been using this one for quite 10 days now.
Yeah.
To be honest, I barely use the outer screen because the unfolded screen is so much better. So I love using it, especially when I'm texting. I used to love texting on this outer screen when I was using Xiaomi, but right now when I'm texting, I love using this one because it feels so good, like doing this. It feels so natural. So yeah, that's a lot of things that I and then taking photos also quite nice. The photo quality is way better than my old phone.
So when it comes to the crease, do you think there is any difference?
I would say both Xiaomi and the Huawei are quite unnoticeable when you open it. There's nothing much here, but Huawei is way better. Huawei is, even when you like touch it like this, there's nothing much going on. But with Xiaomi, when you touch it, actually you can see it too. There is a bump going on here. So that's one. But when you close it, it's almost the same, and there's not much difference there. Yeah.
So you said you don't use this outer screen at all.
Yeah, I used to use most of the things on Xiaomi's outer screen because it's actually quite convenient, especially when I'm walking or if I'm doing something else, I can just text with one hand.
Okay.
But for this one, there's several reasons because I only got this for like 10 days. So there are a lot of apps that I actually haven't put on or haven't set to put on my outer screen yet. Okay. That's one of the reasons, for example, the Spotify. But to be honest, I used to like read WeChat with my outer screen or look at like Instagram on my outer screen because it's almost the same. Unfolding, but this one right now, because when you unfold it, the screen is so much bigger. It looks like a tiny iPad. So like you can see the whole video and everything so much better. So I love like reading or like going through videos or just texting itself. I love using the bigger screen because it has so much like it's very comfortable to looking at it. So that's one of the reasons. But like for taking photos with one hand, it's actually very difficult.
With Huawei.
Yeah, so I would prefer the outer screen in that case because it's easier and it's more convenient. Yeah.
Okay. When it comes to charging, have you noticed any difference in the battery and charging?
Oh, I think they both actually charge quite fast, including Xiaomi too. And then they both can last for quite a whole day. I usually use my phone, like when I'm outside working, I use my phone a lot. But I think they can both last for a whole day for me. That's a good thing.
Okay, so one of the big things with this is that we're moving away from Android into harmonyos next. You haven't used this before.
No, not really.
What is your like first impressions of this?
To be honest, most of the time I didn't notice much of a difference because I used to use iPhone too, right? But when it comes to specific apps or something that I'm looking for from the app store that they have, there are some apps that I cannot find. For example, there's this special keyboard thing that I used to use on Xiaomi and in iPhone too for some special typing, and it's not in this.
Have you checked about this?
Yes, I checked it.
Okay.
It's not on this yet. So that's some of the apps, actually a lot of apps, especially if they're not that popular, they're missing.
Yeah, this is for me too. Like keyboard support is one of the things that I hope will become better. There's a lot of keyboards missing. For me, Swedish is still missing. They did an update recently actually, where they released new keyboards, but there was still still the ones that you needed, the ones that I needed, are still missing.
Yes, exactly. So. I remember you used to tell me that there was this voting thing going on of the apps that you
there's a wish list.
Yeah, wish list. Yeah. Should we put that on the wish list maybe? Do you think it can be? Yeah, we can try that.
Maybe it's already on there, and if you then it's just a vote, like you get another vote. So you should try that.
Yeah. So that's the first thing. These apps are missing. The next one is like using the apps that I can actually have, like let's say WeChat. That's the one that's most popular in our area. When I use it, not only on like iPhone or on Xiaomi phones, everything is like very smooth, right? But on Huawei, there are several features that are not working. First one, I cannot change the background of my WeChat moment. Next one, there's this, like, for example, I get like 60 seconds of like voice messages from my family, and then on this one, on Xiaomi, I can just speed it up. There's a speed up one. But you can translate, but it comes to the languages that WeChat is not good at, so you cannot translate. If it's Chinese, you can just translate and transfer it into text. This phone, Huawei phone, can do it, but for speeding up, it cannot do that. That's one of the things that I noticed when I'm using the app. The next one that I noticed is got it. Oh, just run away. Oh no, not the stick to the top. Like I have some contacts or I have some chats that they're very important. They're related to work or family, so I want them to be on the top of my list. Yeah. And then they do that, but the one is it's a very long list. So usually on WeChat, on the other WeChats, you can fold it. You know?
This is something that will be coming. I saw it a couple of days ago. Yeah. This is something that they actually will fix in next version.
Okay, so that's cool.
This will come out.
That's very nice then, because that's the one that I actually need, because I really need to fold it. Otherwise, I need to go through every day to top.
I think so a lot of things with WeChat. I think there is a lot of maybe features that are not there, but they will come.
Yes.
So they're catching up there. So I think. You have to be a little bit
patient. So that's one of the things that I experienced during these 10 days. The other stuff, I think there's nothing much of going on there. I think that like Alipay, WeChat payment, they're all almost the same. Browser is actually almost the same too. Like I can choose any browser or Google, almost the same too. Like I can choose any browser or Google or Instagram and Facebook, they're almost all the same. Spotify, it's almost the same. There are a lot of features that I like a lot. For example, scanning, the photo quality is really, really good. There are so many options.
So let's move on from the apps. What when it comes to the camera and the video, what do you think about that?
Yeah, I think it's really, really good. It's really good. For example, you can capture the movement. You can try to, you can do the live photo thing too. I just realized today. Yeah. And then selfies, all the photos and videos you can choose with beauty if you want AI thing. If you don't want to, you can just turn it off. It's actually really nice. Videos are quite very clear comparing to my other phones that I've used before. Photos, they have so many options, and I actually tried to edit some. Actually, we tried together another day with editing stuff out. It's way faster than photoshopping. To realize that it was actually, and it's very good. So that's one of the things that I really like about the photos and videos.
Okay, when the big one, and when it comes to the ratio, like the layouts, you obviously can see that they are very different in size, and it's very much different both height and size. So what do you think about this? Because when my first time I saw it, I was like, "That's gonna be weird." So how is it? Do you get used to it?
I think I got used to it quite fast because, to be honest, I mean, if you are used to a flip phone, you will prefer like smaller screens, or you'll be feeling like, okay, so like unfolding and folding, there's a quite difference. But for me, at the beginning, I felt like this big screen is actually a tiny bit big because I have to like do it like this. But when I realized that like how much bigger, or like visually how comfortable it is, I think I can ignore the size a bit. I'm actually more into the unfolded one than the folding one, because folding one is very convenient because you can just put it in your pocket, you can fit it anywhere, you know, and then it's easier to carry around. You can even run with it in your hand. But the unfolded one it's just visually it's so much better. The layout is actually something that I like a lot. It also draws a lot of attention. People think, you know, a lot of people will ask, like, what is this? Yeah, like, what is this? Is this a new phone? Like, what kind of phone is it? You know, so
yeah. But that happened with when you had the Mix Flip 2, right?
Yeah,
but more people are asking now.
Yes, exactly. Because of the outer screen, because a lot of people have flip phones.
Yeah.
You know, they have seen it, but with the outer screen one, they were like, yeah, like it's really big. Like, what kind of phone is this, right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, when I used it too, I tried to use it a little bit for like one evening.
Yeah.
And it was actually, I got used to this big screen so fast.
Yes,
and then
exactly.
And then I thought like, why wasn't all phones like this?
Exactly.
It's actually kind of amazing.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, me too.
Especially when like taking photos, looking at photos.
Yeah.
Maybe you can see here. Maybe you can show 2 photos and see like the difference. It's just. So on this photo here, for example, you can see the difference. You see that they have the black bars, and this one, right?
It's full.
So it's actually way bigger. And maybe let's see if we can find a photo that is like on this. So maybe let's see if we can find a photo that is on the other way. Okay, so this photo is a great photo, but here you can see how big a difference it is in size. It's quite like remarkable actually.
Yeah, exactly.
You see this, like here you have this big black, and here's only a little bit.
But this one is full screen.
Yeah. So this is a huge thing when it comes to looking at photos, like when you watch Instagram.
Yes.
And watch movies and stuff, right?
You can see wider actually, see more than other people do actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's say about like this: if someone offered you to go back to your Mix Flip, would you do it, or like?
What is the condition there? Am I getting paid?
I don't know. Okay, so
like, I don't want to go back.
So you don't want to go back?
No. I actually like this one more. I gotta be honest. I think it's also moving forward in so many different ways.
Yeah.
I like that.
I was actually impressed by the Mix Flip. It's not that old. It's like a year old. Right?
Yeah.
And but yeah, I think the Pura X takes it to like a completely new level. Right?
Exactly. It's moving so fast.
Yeah. So, okay, let's end. Would you recommend this phone to other people?
I would definitely recommend it. I'm telling everyone that I love this phone. They should try it. But yeah, it's tiny bit pricey most of the time. But I think it's a really nice phone. It's such a different experience than the other phones that I have used. So I would definitely recommend this one. It's such a nice phone, and thank you.
Yeah, but all flip phones are kind of expensive, right?
Yes,
so
yes.
It's not.
This one is the Xiaomi one is coming down a bit, but still like at least 4,000.
I think they're gonna release a new one.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna make a Mix Flip 2. That's why they're putting it down. But it would be interesting to see. But I don't think they can, because I don't know. For me, at least, the biggest thing is the format. The format is so surprising that I thought I was gonna hate it.
No, it's a really nice phone.
Yeah. So, how many bananas out of 10?
I would say 8.5 bananas.
8.5 bananas.
Almost
That's good.
9.
That's good. That's
if
good.
they fix the WeChat part, I'm gonna give them 9.5. Yeah.
Okay. So bananas is the scale now?
I guess so.
I don't know. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess that's it for this time. You happy?
I'm happy. I'm very happy.
Okay, everyone's happy. Okay, thank you. Goodbye.
Bye everyone. Have a
Bye-bye.
good night or evening.